Starting to Geek, and I'm getting ready to watch the not Luke Cage, the Iron Fist trailer. So a little history about me and my like past with the Netflix stuff. So I've seen all of Daredevil. Absolutely love Daredevil. I have seen about 30 minutes of Jessica Jones. I did not really like Jessica Jones. It's more for me about the hype. Everyone loved Jessica Jones, and I thought it was kind of adequate. And I have not seen any of Luke Cage yet. It just got released last week, and I've been a little bit busy getting this channel up and running. So this is going to be my reaction. Hopefully I'm going to get this in one of the corners, possibly above me, so you can share the trailer as long with me. So I'm going to hit play. Okay, the Netflix stuff. Obviously the comic book one.
Because of who you are, there will always be forces gathering against you. Disguised as a friend, slipping past you as a stranger. They are everywhere. If you choose to continue as you are, know that you risk everything.
It's time.
A child touched by fire, destined to be our greatest warrior. You are a living weapon. Drive all other thoughts out of your mind except this.
This is my purpose.
It's very fast. It's about a minute long. So my first reactions, I'm really kind of excited. It looks a lot lighter. If that makes any sense, like part of the reason why I didn't like Jessica Jones was because it was so dark filming. Like every scene was looks like it was supposed to be filmed at night. This looks like it has some stuff filmed during the day, which is a little bit different, and I like a different. So the first off, I'm gonna go break apart and go through this real fast. So you've got first scene. I'm trying to get to a good scene. You got the actor playing Luke Cage. He's older, a little bit older than I would have put Luke Cage, but that's not Luke Cage. Iron Fist. Don't know why I keep calling him Luke Cage. So I know a little bit about Luke Cage, not much. The only bit I know is really about I've seen him in the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon. It's a good background noise cartoon. So maybe that's why I think he might be a little too old, because I'm used to him being a kid. He looks good. I know this actor's from Game of Thrones. I have seen most of Game of Thrones, and since I've seen all of Arya's bits, I'm in the middle of rewatching it with my friend for the first time, so hopefully we'll do some videos together about that. So yeah, no, I don't know, he's just sitting there. He looks very like he's meditating, which fits with this whole like idea that I know that Iron Fist gets his powers through like ancient Buddhists, like this like religion kind of like that. So it kind of makes sense that he would meditate. She looks very concerned, this lady. Okay, so we've got another woman, with more like a katana on the back, her sword. I don't know if that's Katana. If you know anything, I recently watched Suicide Squad, and I learned a little bit about Katana just doing research on Suicide Squad, know her history, so I don't know if that's supposed to be her or if it's just a very similar character. Be cool if that was her, because like she was a character I would have loved to have more of in Suicide Squad, and we got like nothing on her. And she would fit in with Luke Cage, with Iron Fist. Why do I keep calling him Luke Cage? But she would fit in with Iron Fist and like that whole Defender stuff. It's a little bit of fighting. So we've got a woman sitting on the stage. So if you watched, that's Madam what's her name? Which obviously fits in, with this idea of the Defenders. I like seeing that the same bad guys, the Defenders are fighting the same kind of bad guys. Because it really does put that into perspective that they're in the same like city and they're right next to each other. get a crowd. Can't see anybody really in it that I would recognize staring at the building. Isn't it like he's kind of like a Bruce Wayne character, that he's coming back? He's the son of a wealthy guy and he's coming back. Makes sense. He's looking up at his building or something like that. I don't know the history. That's what it makes me think of. What's going in? More meditation. Oh yeah, so we have the final Defender part. That to me, so that obviously is referencing like the final Avenger. But you also know, if you know anything about Netflix's goal, is that this series, there's going to be no more Daredevil, no more seasons of Jessica Jones. It's going to be like, there's going to be like a season of the Defenders of New York. Which should be interesting. I like seeing all of them. So this final Defender is about like, this is the last one before we have the Defenders of New York as a series. So, I don't know. So this image I'm paused at right now is a picture, I'm assuming, of a young Iron Fist in the snow. So obviously this is a past image. It looks very blurry of him before he received his training. Maybe he got hurt or like abandoned and he had to like join the temple to like save himself. You got a guy wearing a mask, a Gucci mask. Obviously a bad guy. Not sure what's going up with him. His fist, so this is thing of fist. So if you know anything about the cartoon, like it's like a glow around his fist. This is like more internal. Kind of like it. Like it looks cool. I do like how it has that like outward glow. It's probably not very hard to animate or to do it CGI actually. But yeah, no, it looks cool. Like it looks like an Iron Fist. So we've got like a couple action scenes. And he's like that, and then the chest, which if you know anything about the costume, that's like on his costume. I've seen that obviously on the cartoon. I don't know if it's going to be like the Daredevil, where he won't have his like traditional costume until the end. I don't even know if he'll get his traditional costume, because his traditional costume is like not as cool as Daredevil. Like it's cool looking for like a cartoon and for a comic book, but like it's very like neon colors for like the Defenders of New York, which are very dark. They might tone the colors down. He might also just have like a temporary costume, and then after the season get like his full costume. Don't know. That'd be interesting. I like to see like it's on the chest, so it's obviously some kind of brand of this like religion that he's a part of now. This like, I don't know what to call it. In the trailer, I like the dragon, because I know that the dragon is like part of his power. He gets it from the dragon. So that's my dragon. So, well, that's my reaction to the video right now. We will be getting more. Obviously, they talk about it being the teaser trailer. It's not even a full trailer for the show. It doesn't come until February, I'm pretty sure, which is a lot. Now, looking at the YouTube channel right now is how I watched it, and it's got almost 3 million views, and it got posted, I think, yesterday. So that's interesting. I love to see that all these, like, and probably a lot of them are multiples, but I'm glad to see that all of these people are watching it. One of the things, if you've read my first blog post, I talk about the growth of Geek and how everybody is joining the Geekverse. And yeah, it's really interesting that it's taken, like, it goes that quick. Like, these views are, like, amazing. But, I don't know. So that's about my reaction. I don't know what to expect. I will probably watch it. I'll probably watch Luke Cage. If you want to see my reactions to Luke Cage, go ahead and comment below. I would be more than glad probably to do that. Coming up, don't know when I'll find the time, but I would love to watch that show. I just haven't found time yet. So if you have any suggestions about any shows you want me to talk about, or if you have any reviews you want, so if you have any blog posts you want me to do, any kind of shows, go ahead and post them below on my YouTube channel. And if you have any surmise of like videos and stuff I should do, go ahead and also post, and I'll sort through them. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out my blog, Starting to Geek blog at WordPress.com. I think I have a Flashpoint video up, a Supergirl post up, and a like intro post up. Or I think I've got 3 posts up right now. I think my next one I'm going to be doing is going to be over Supernatural, which is one of my favorite shows. But I don't know exactly. You guys will help dictate what exactly I'm going to be writing about. So, okay. I am just going to say bye. My mouse was all the way on the other side of the screen.